Look at that nice suit, bro, with the watch too. He's dressed with all the money he stole, man. Look at this.
Would you rather take this?
He has a nose piercing on. That nose piercing will curse you. That's probably why you're still addicted, bro. That's probably why your brain doesn't have enough power to understand to quit this and bounce out of the state, because you stole a lot of money and they're for sure coming for you. It's not even his fault, bro. It's really the nose piercing. Hey, we got another one on our hands, bro. And I'm talking about these people biting the hand that feeds them. In this case, we're talking $30,000. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Let's get right into it. Look, if you're new here, all I ask is, bro, if you watch this through, right, and you actually enjoy it, sub up and join us. If you don't, block the channel. I'll block you too and never watch us again, bro. But in all seriousness, to everybody else, run the likes up, and yeah, let's get into it, bro.
At a Staples store in Florida, the person trusted to keep things running smoothly was secretly running a scheme of their own.
Got a GM.
Staples. Are y'all serious? Staples out of all bro, this is literally worse than the last one. Which one do y'all think would have more cash on hand, Subway or Staples? In this case, bro, I mean, what do they sell? They sell like Staples, right? They sell pencils and shit. I mean, it's a business at the end of the day, bro. I'm just shocked that out of all places where you would find $30K laying around in cash deposits, it be Staples. This is that greed, bro. I have so much to say before I even watch the video, man. Let's run it though.
He just went on LOA.
Okay. What does that mean?
29th, leave of absence.
Okay.
He basically job abandoned, but you know how those rules go. He didn't contact anybody, but then somebody got a hold of him through HR and they put him on LOA. That's so. So I get notification from our bank. And it goes through another person who works in corporate. Says, hey, we got 3 deposits outstanding. And it's from, it starts at the end of February. So I'm like 2 weeks behind on this notification. All right? I request to the store, to this GM, send me your Garda log that shows they're signed for it. Garda comes, picks them up once a week. And then our weekly deposit log. So he sends that to me, and they look fine. Look like they're picked up and gone. So I'm thinking, oh, it's not our fault. Must be the Garda. They have a camera system, so I have to verify and confirm, right? So I'm watching it, and in any given week, you get 7 business days. Garda comes once a week, so you get 7 business days. So they should pick up a minimum of 7 bags. So Garda comes in. They're supposed to pick up 7 bags. He scans 6. It's clear as a day in the video. There's a camera right in there, right over top of you. Scans, he has to enter them out. Does it 6 times. So he leaves with 6. We have paperwork that shows he scanned 6, not 7. So we have one missing just in that example for $920. So the suspect here is that GM.
And
wow. See, look, bro. Are some of these people living in the Stone Age? Are they living in like a different time period, the medieval era? Like, what time period do you think you're living in, bro? And I'm talking specifically if you're trying to pull off something like this. In this case, he said 1 bag is like $900. That means he did this 30 times. My point is, you know there's cameras above you, right? So you know that you're being recorded. All it takes is one person to notice, right? One person to be like, oh, well, wait, whoa. We got 6 bags, not 7. For this to happen, for you to be caught, I'm going to be so mad and so pissed off. I might even just pause the video and get out of here. If I unpause this and I play this and this dumbass is still working at this place or is still around, if you do something like this, 30K is a good amount of money, bro. It's actually, you can call this a heist, right? What did I say is worse than greed? Being dumb. In this case, bro, if you do something like this, you better not just skip town, you better skip states. Straight up. I don't condone this behavior. I'm just being honest with y'all. Don't piss me off. Do not. I genuinely like hope that's not the case, bro, because that is gonna make me so mad. You do this shit 30 times and you know you're on a ticking clock until somebody finds out. At some point you gotta know how to exit. Like I said, bro, the people that exit actually get away with some of this stuff. What will be the pitfall and the downfall of you is your greed. Let's find out. Hold on, we got a good video on our hands today, man.
How long has that been going on?
Yeah, it started, the first deposit missing is the date, what is it, 2/29.
229.
Yeah,
And it's been
229.
going every week since.
Yes, well, it escalated, obviously. Yeah, so
In the beginning, it was one bag.
Yeah.
And then how
Yeah,
did it
it
escalate?
started one.
So look at the date, or it might be cut for y'all, but this footage is April 11th of 2024. He said this started February 29th, so February doesn't count. March and 11 days of April, he stole, what I'm understanding, $30,000 in the span of a month and some change. Specifically a month and 11 days. And y'all just heard him. It says it escalated. This is what I mean with greed. It's so fascinating to me in a crazy way. How greedy we are as humans, bro. He finds a little success and then Satan tempts him. It's like, yo, bro, hey, man, get some more bags, bro. $900? What the Let's get $5,000. That's exactly what happens, bro. No exit plan, just pure greed and an odd expectation to not get caught.
Bag, well, it was sales date 2/26. That was the first one, sales date. So we have 11 bags missing, and that's the total loss we have right now.
Okay.
And everything that's occurred after this, he went on LOA shortly after this because I started sticking my nose into it. Hey, send me the logs, send me this. He knew he was in big trouble.
And nothing happened after 317?
No.
Okay.
I started inquiring about 320, 321.
And it stopped?
And it well, he left. Yeah.
He left.
And
what date did he leave?
His last day worked, I think, was 329.
329. But nothing happened from
we're
317
clean.
to 329.
We're clean.
Okay.
Deposits picked up in the bank.
Okay.
The only person, let me show you the
Yeah.
safe so you get a little grasp here. I wish I could open it for you. You got a problem with it, so I have to get a locksmith out. So here's the safe.
All right, good. So y'all are actually getting a video from me today because I was gonna pause this and get off if they were to sit here and tell me this dumbass is still working. That real life would have made me rage quit, bro. Straight up. It's a level of stupidity I just can't put up with.
Mm-hmm. This is where the deposits were kept. And
This is where the deposit, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's where they are?
Yep.
Okay.
That's where they are. This is just your safe funds. This is where they keep all the money throughout the day, where they get changed. So they never have to go in there. It's a separate
Right.
deal.
So at the end of the day, they get this, count it, and then put it in there?
Nope. The safe fund is what you operate your business with.
Okay.
It's like what you put in the drawers,
Right.
and then you need. That's what that is. The deposits are at the end of the night. Like tonight, when he comes in, he's gonna pull all the drawers and then subtract the $100 that we start the bank with, the drawer, and then the rest of it's our profit, the deposit. And then he seals it in the bag and they put it in there. There's a process for that.
Got it.
It's a 2-person process. But this was not.
Okay, so this is actually better than the Subway situation because in that situation, that was literally the dumbest human being I've seen in a long time, bro. Straight up. At least in this situation, he has somebody else he can put the blame on, bro. When it's a 2-man operation, if you're doing this, hey, it wasn't me, it was him. Obviously, the cameras are going to show you doing this. But still, it's just, if I had a tier list and I had to put him on there, he wouldn't be at the bottom level with some of the retards we've seen, bro. He would be a little higher than that. Just because it was 2 people that were involved in this entire process and not just him. You have to be a real dumbass to do something like this with cameras above you while you being the only person responsible for this operation, which is depositing the money. Something that they're obviously going to care about and check.
This was not secured like this. And it's supposed to work like that, where Garda comes in, puts in a second key. Well, I found out, obviously after the fact that you just pull up the handle and the deposits were accessible.
So it wasn't secure?
It wasn't secure.
Was this door secure?
Oh yeah, that door is always closed.
Okay, so only people who have access to this door will have access to that?
Yep. Key entry, and there's 5 people in the building that held a key. So that'd be the general manager, sales manager. Sales manager. He went to print marketing. So let's see, the tech soup. They don't have a sales manager right now. So it'd be the general manager, the tech soup, Mike, the MIS, and then you've got two print marketing soups that have a key. But you can eliminate almost all of them. One, and the reason is the print marketing soups never came in here during my investigation. From 226, I never even saw them come in here, and they would have no need to. They probably don't want to come in here because they got enough business over there. The tech soup, he closes about every night. He's here right now, Dwayne. I can eliminate him.
He never came in here?
Well, no, he came in here. He closed. But he had no interest in that. Meaning, he would, the way the process works is he prepares the deposit and he leaves the money here, and then a second person comes in. This is our process, the company. Second person comes in, they verify it. So he's not stealing, right? They verify it. They put it in the bag while he's here, and they seal it, and the verifier throws it in there. Okay? So one's verifying the other, and that's the process. And then they're really consistent on it about 90% of the time. I did see a couple days where the person didn't come in and verify, and he verified his own deposit. So I already chewed him out for that. But because it kind of leaves you, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if there's money missing from it. Who do you think I'm going to talk to? Anyway, so the thing about Dwayne, he's in here a lot, but the camera's right there. And it shows what he's doing. He's preparing deposit here. He doesn't go down there until he throws the deposit in.
And Dwayne is the person that you're most suspicious of?
No, Dwayne he's clear.
He's clear, okay.
He's clear. He's the tech suit. The guy I'm suspicious of, it's so obvious. I'll show you a clip. Okay. The GM, he's got a drug problem. There's no question about this. Everybody, I mean, I talk to the key holders. I go, anything different going on? Anyway, that's another story. He says he's in the hospital. He's in rehab. Anyway,
shit, gotta get the money for the hey, this is what I mean, bro. That shit will ruin your life. It is so rare for somebody to be addicted to something and for them to let it up easily. That's so obvious, right? But my point is, there's like stages of addiction, bro. And addiction comes in many forms and ways, and it literally can be anything. But one of the worst ones is to be addicted to a substance or something, bro. And what's worse than that is something that doesn't even come from the earth, something that's, artificially made. Think about it like 3 stages, bro. Stage 1, stage 2, and 3. The stage where you can most likely quit the addiction and bounce back in life and actually control yourself is stage 1. If you don't bounce back, or if you don't get out of that addiction in stage 1 and you reach stage 2 and 3, you're hooked for life. And it doesn't matter what happens in your life, your mind. It's amazing the methods somebody would take and do to get the money they need to feed their addiction, bro. They'll get it by any means. Not money that can better their lives and, financial stability and all. No. Money for the addiction. They can get that by any means necessary. They'll always figure out a way to bring the money. In this case, that's exactly what's going on here. And to go back to the stages, this is how I think about it, right? If you're addicted to something from a young age, drugs. In my mind, stage 1 is from like when you're a teen to you're 24, 25. That's when stage 2 starts, is when you're from 25 to 30. Then stage 3 is if you're still addicted to it in your 30s, you're probably going to be on that for the rest of your life. It is so hard to quit. So in this case, bro, I mean, if he's a general manager, he's probably up there in age and he's already in stage 3. He won't ever quit what he's doing. Y'all can do whatever you want to him. After this, he's still going to get out here and find a way to feed his addiction. It is just that hard to quit something you've been addicted to your whole life. And that is why I sit here and tell y'all, bro, be careful, especially to those around you that can influence you to start something, because you don't know if you're going to be addicted to it for the rest of your life. Is that little hit that you're getting from those zesty foo-foo vapes worth being addicted to for life, bro? No. Get addicted to something else that's actually not that harmful for you. But hold on.
I don't know that for a fact, but the GM is the only one. Well, first let me explain the video. The video here, because there's so much dead time in this room, you could go 6-7 hours in a day while we're open for business. No one comes in here, door closed. All right. So for us to have to watch video for that would be.
Yeah, just skip forward until somebody's in here.
Yeah, but you don't know. But the way it's set up, it's motion activated. So as soon as that door comes open, the video backs up maybe 2 seconds. And then it starts recording. Okay. And then you see the door open, you see the people come in. So what I saw was the GM coming in, going into that deposit. So when he's here bending down, digging around into the deposit, from that angle, it's really difficult to see exactly what's going on. It's not like stealing from a register and you got the camera right.
You don't see him put it in the pocket.
No, it's not that obvious.
Okay. So you know what that means? You know what that tells me? That tells me what matters now is the person themselves. And I'm going to see how much. Oh, here we go. We're about to get into it, so I don't even have to skip. But what matters now, listen to me. Look, I ain't no lawyer, bro, but off of these videos that I brought y'all, he just said basically they don't have concrete, full 100% proof, right? Meaning what matters is what the other person is about to say or what they are willing to talk about. Because if they're quiet or if they have a different story, there's somebody else they can put the blame on, because it's not just him. This is what I mean, bro. It's two people. It's a two-man operation. One is doing it, one is not. The one that's doing it, if they're smart, they can put the blame on somebody who's not doing it. When I said we got a good video, I meant it.
Right.
He's the only one, and he did it time after time after time.
After months of building their case, officers secured an arrest warrant for the Staples manager.
Wow.
He thought the storm had passed until the moment he arrived at his job. Completely caught off guard, his scheme had finally unraveled.
They said they've been building this up for months. Keep that in the back of your heads as we watch this. That's crazy. Look at this shit. Look at this frame, y'all. Look at this. What's this? Staples. This retard is still, he still worked at Staples for months after knowing he stole 30 grand from these people. Ah, nah, they got him. They got him, bro.
Hands. What's your name, sir? Anthony. You're under arrest, sir. You have an arrest
Look at
warrant.
that nice ass suit, bro, with the watch too. He's dressed with all the money he stole, man. Look at this.
Okay. For what, sir? Is there any guns in here? No, sir. Okay. Just stay right where you're at. You're under arrest for felony charges out of the city of West Palm Beach and referenced in fraudulent. Nope, that was for Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office.
Get some charges for City of West Palm Beach. Come on out.
Come on out. No. Come on out. But put your hands on top of the car. I'm gonna back you down.
My boy is kitted out. Look at the outfit, bro. Dressed to impress and dressed just because he can afford it. He's been living good for the past few months.
You got arrested on the 12th for Palm Beach County schemes to defraud and using other people's property, things like that. This is for something completely different.
City of West Palm Beach charges.
City of West Palm Beach.
All right. So, would you rather take this off and I'll cuff you?
Gosh.
I know it sucks, dude, but this is what it is, brother.
Yeah, I guess. I understand.
Did y'all peep it? Give me my credit, bro, and give me my flowers. Look at this.
Would you rather take this?
He has a nose piercing on, bro. What did I tell y'all about these nose piercings? This is... I literally... bro, my videos prove what I say. This shit is real. That nose piercing will curse you. That's probably why you're still addicted, bro. That's probably why your brain doesn't have enough power to understand to quit this and bounce out of the state, because you stole a lot of money and they're for sure coming for you. It's that nose piercing. It's not even his fault, bro. It's really the nose piercing. You have to be a special kind of foo-foo to put a nose piercing on as a man, though. I'll just be honest with you. Especially like nowadays. Maybe in the past it was different, but nowadays this shit is associated with brain dead thoughts and crazy people. So if you put it on in 2025, you got no one to blame but yourself. Y'all know me, bro. I don't like these at all.
Take this off and I'll cuff you.
Gosh.
I know it sucks, dude, but this is what it is, brother.
Yeah, I guess. I understand that.
You got some keys on you?
Yeah, I have my keys.
Okay.
Can I get my phone from there? Can
I'll
you grab
get your
it,
phone.
please?
I will get your phone. You want to take this off?
Anything. Yeah.
It'd just be easier, more comfortable if you want to take that off. It's fraud stuff. It's nothing violent. You're not, you're not.
What's going on?
I think he probably wants to. I'd give it a shot. It's probably worth talking to him about.
So I'm recording. I'm the detective assigned to this investigation. Okay. You understand that you're obviously under arrest. That you have the right to remain silent. That anything you say may and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So before we get started, though, right now it's the time for me to ask you questions and for you to answer whatever you want to answer. Okay. The allegations are that were you an employee of Staples?
Yeah, I work for Staples.
Okay. And then what's your date of birth, Anthony? How long did you work for Staples?
I worked for Staples. I started with them in New York. Let's say it's like April 2023.
Since April 2023. How long have you worked at the Staples here?
In in this Staples here, I came, I think it was in around August 2023, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Between August and September.
Okay, so you started around August or September?
Yeah.
Okay.
2023. That date had moved around a couple of times. It was initially supposed to be October, but it was earlier.
Okay. What's your title?
That's the general manager for this location here.
Are you still employed there?
Growth Market. No. At this time, I was on an extended medical leave. I took very ill.
Okay.
And my doctor took me out of work. That was probably 3 months. I've been out. I have not returned, and I wasn't due to the job and just the conditions of what was going on. It was a big attributor to what made me sick. My physician had recommended that I find a different job.
What was it about the job you don't have to tell me about your physical ailments, but
right.
What was it about the job that would make you physically ill?
So, just very strenuous shifts. There was a lot.
Stealing money and knowing that they're about to catch you soon, bro, or just having that anxiety and fear in the back of your head while you're working. Who would work with peace of mind and peace inside, knowing that they're stealing from the place they're working at? That's what it is.
The company went through some very major realignments and shifts, changes to their operation structures and personnel structures, functional structures of personnel. In the time since I got there, I was brought there under the pretense and agreement. Part of why I accepted it was because I was told it was a turnkey operation, and then that it was going to be transitioning to a growth market model. So upon going there, we started getting bombarded with very high level visits from corporate from all over the country, from the investment group. And with that, leading up to it, it would be fire drills to just make preparations, clean the store, get all things just perfect. And I mean, working open to close for days, weeks at a time for that. And then there would be the visits, and then there would be a long list of initiatives and to get obviously executed after the visit per their instructions. That would happen probably, at one point 3-4 times a month. On top of that, the district and company did a whole realignment to where we had a new district manager, new divisional leader, and it was very aggressive. In this particular location and area in the surrounding stores, to be like that for this long, but I've been obligated to be here, which I've done in good faith, did my job, did everything I was asked, gone to other locations to help.
Do you want to be truthful today, or am I just going to listen to you talk? And I'm just a straight shooter.
I am being truthful in regards to
so here's it in regards to money that is missing from the safe, and you on video several times, at least 4 that I counted that I saw, where there's discrepancies in the cash. You walk into the vault, you remove the cash deposits, and you hide them, whether it's underneath a folder or underneath something else. So do you want to talk about the truth, or do you want to, because the truth will set you free. I'm a reasonable person, and when there's no victim...
That's a lie. That is a full lie. The truth will not set you free in this situation, bud. Don't listen to him, bro. Don't. It's just, that's a crazy statement to say, bro. Like, fully knowing that if he starts talking and tells on himself, he's literally cooking himself even more.
There's no crime, Anthony. So if Staple decides not to be a victim any longer, you're not going to see Detective Palacios anymore. But if I'm going to sit here and I'm going to have to accept you lying to me, I think that's a little bit unfair. I think that's disrespectful. And we'll just leave it at that, and you stick to your story. If you want to be truthful and say, okay, listen, detective, we have been going through some tough times, and I went through this, and I was against the wall, because I will probably do the same thing, Anthony, if I have to feed my family. But please don't lie to me. After I've been looking at this for months now, because we're at the end of July,
Right.
and this is back from February and March, I believe it was, and there's several deposits that are missing. And I don't know if you knew, but Anthony,
Okay.
I'm giving you the facts and the truth. The truth is documented, so I'm not making it up.
Understood.
So, and there's videos where it's on a sensory basis that when it censors somebody in the room, it goes off and it starts recording. I've reviewed those videos.
Okay.
I've reviewed the consistency, and I saw you grab deposits from underneath the safe, the safe that you're explaining. I saw you logging in on the clipboard, whatever you were logging. I saw you pull out certain things. I've already gone through that.
Okay.
I'm trying to understand why you did it so that I can pass along the information and you can potentially, honestly, help yourself. I'm not a judge. I'm not a jury. I just collect information. I review information, and I'm pretty decent at it. I'm not going to say I'm the best. I'm also very reasonable, and I will share whatever message you have for me to share with Staples and management. But just please understand that this is a decent time for us to talk about the truth so that you can potentially help yourself by moving on out of this so that you can take care of your 7 kids and your wife.
Sir, and I very much respect that, and I respect you and your time too.
That statement just changed a lot, bro. He has 7 kids and a wife. Low key, I would just be honest with y'all that I don't condone theft. Like I said, bro, don't steal. It's wrong, obviously. But 7 kids today is 7 kids today, man. That's all I'm gonna say. That is just that's a large responsibility, bro. Whatever you gotta do, you gotta put food on the table, bro. Obviously, stealing is the wrong way, but this whole time I thought he was just by himself, addicted to drugs, and just stealing money to feed his addiction, which could still be true, for sure. But god damn, who wouldn't be addicted to something if they had 7 kids to raise? Hold on, man.
But this is clearly a big misunderstanding, a big misunderstanding, and I am not going to say that I've taken something that I haven't taken.
Despite the evidence stacked against him, the former Staples manager refused to admit the truth during his interview with investigators.
Why would he?
But denial wasn't enough to save him. He was arrested and charged with felony grand theft and scheme to defraud. In the end, instead of prison time, he was sentenced to 2 years of probation, a light punishment for a crime that could have cost him much more. Share your thoughts in the comments.
And basically what he got, bro, is he was charged with grand theft. He didn't get any prison time, and the final sentence was 2 years of probation. Let me know what y'all think about this. This was a good-ass video. I'll see y'all in the next one, man. I'm out.